Hello everybody, my name's Todd, and this is Tuesdays with Todd. So, I got this engine here that we've been running this season. This one has 137 passes on, I think, the counter set on it. But over the weekend, we developed a slight problem with it. It went out there, one pass, and just right after the 60, it just started throwing up all over itself. I mean, it got off the track, but there was definitely something wrong. So when I got back to the pits, I rolled it over and there was just nothing there. No compression whatsoever. So I tore it apart a little bit further, finding out that the lash cap came out and kind of hung, it was basically hanging up the intake valve, so it never really fully closed. What happened is that something went wrong, causing the gap on the intake valve from the lifter to the intake valve to open up significantly enough that the lash cap came out. Not really sure why that's happening. There's only 3 reasons in my opinion that it's happening. 1, I'm doing something wrong. 2, we're getting valve float and it's smashing stuff around. Or 2, it's just bad material coming from the valve. When we were at the track, I couldn't really fix it properly at the track, so really honestly what I wound up doing is I wound up JB welding the lash cap onto the valve, which is, I don't know. I did what I had to do at the track. We still ran, but it was the 3rd round in the sportsman race on Sunday, I think it was. It went out there and it popped again and threw up all over itself. On a 795 dial in, it went out and ran an 812 after she, killed it on the tree with the Dolo 2. So we'll pull it apart, get it fixed right. But I just want to keep you updated and show you what we're doing, show you some of the problems we're running into. Let's get going. Doesn't look like it was sealed up very well. As you can see on the intake side, the lash cap's loose again. Guess my JB weld didn't hold very well. Oh well. We'll take it apart and fix it right now that we're home. But here we go. Oh, this is one of the earlier blocks I did too. I designed it for the coil that they don't make no more, so I had to rig some bolts up there. It's kind of, I don't know. This is one of the earlier ones. They don't make that, I think it was a German coil. The slots in the coil were longer, and that's what I originally designed most of my blocks for. So we had to make that change. So you will not be getting any like that, but I had to make it work. That's not good. I don't know what that is yet. Looks like part of the rod. I don't know if that focuses in. You can read that scribing on there. 129 long core cam. You can definitely see some wear on the top of the intake lifter, but that should be expected with all that slamming around. Bearing looks good. Looks like a normal amount of wear. Still, where the hell did this piece come from? I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's where that chunk of aluminum came from. Right there at the rod, right up by the wrist pin. Crank looks good. Fillet knife. So, well, it looks like it was on the verge of blowing up. This rod is definitely cracked. I mean, I am so surprised that we didn't grenade this thing sooner. I just can't believe that. But it's fixable. The bore looks okay. Doesn't look as good as it can, but my honing recipe has gotten a lot better since this one. There it is. Look at that. You can see a crack coming all the way down, almost into this pocket. Oh, it's cracked all the way through the other side too. Yeah, and this engine here too, Lynn Haddock makes these pistons. This is basically his 3-ring design, but with the standard cheap Wiseco Chinese junk ring set. Yeah, looks like we're gonna need a new rod, new valves, lifters, hone job, bearings, whole 9 yards. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's this engine. Like I said, it had 137 passes on it. It was still 790 at 83.4, 83.5, usually right around there. 450 pound package, even with a 30,000 slash on the intake valve and a rod that's split in two. But yeah, we'll get this all fixed up, make it good as new, and be back out there this coming weekend. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.